KTC U27T6 4K gaming monitor. The silent upgrade that changes everything at 160 Hz. You're researching 4K monitors again, opening 12 tabs, comparing refresh rates and panel types, trying to decode what fast IPS actually means versus regular IPS, wondering if 160 Hz is meaningfully different from 144 Hz, and whether color gamut percentages above 100% are real or just marketing smoke. You've been down this rabbit hole 3 times this month. Here's the hidden cost nobody mentions. Every hour spent paralyzed by comparison is an hour you're still staring at that washed-out 1080p screen from 2019, missing details in games you love, squinting at blurry text during work, settling for good enough when your eyes are quietly begging for sharp and your brain craves smooth. Stop for a second. Have you been asking the wrong question this entire time? Whether you can afford to upgrade? When the real question is whether you can afford not to. Here's what's actually happening while you wait. Time. You're losing 6 to 9 minutes daily to eye strain breaks, squinting at unclear text, and rereading emails because the resolution didn't render details you needed. That's 45 hours annually evaporated into visual frustration. Money. Your current monitor isn't saving you anything if you're compensating with blue light glasses, larger fonts that shrink your workspace, or considering a second display just to see more detail. You're spending in hidden inches, not obvious dollars. Energy. By 3 p.m., your focus is shot. Not because you're weak, but because your eyes have been fighting a losing war with 96 pixels per inch when your work and play demand 163 pixels per inch sharpness that doesn't make your retinas negotiate every pixel. You feel it as a dull headache, a tightness behind your eyes, a quiet exhaustion that coffee can't fix. The truth is settling in now. You've been tolerating visual mediocrity so long, you forgot what effortless clarity even feels like. That changes today. This is where the KTC 27-inch 4K gaming monitor U27T6 enters, and everything changes. Here's the core mechanism in one sentence. This fast IPS panel delivers 8.3 million pixels at 160 times per second with a color range 40% wider than standard monitors, so your eyes finally stop working and start experiencing. First quiet superpower. 4K resolution at 27 inches gives you 163 pixels per inch. Text renders like print, game textures reveal details you've never seen, and desktop workspace expands without microscopic UI. Second, 160 Hz refresh rate makes motion feel liquid. Camera pans glide, scrolling flows. Enemies track smoothly without that subtle stutter you've been ignoring for years. Third, 140% sRGB color gamut means reds actually punch, greens feel alive, and blues have depth instead of that flat, washed-out look. Fourth, 1 millisecond MPRT response kills ghosting dead. Fast movement stays sharp, not smeared. Fifth, that carbon fiber back cover isn't cosmetic theater. It's lightweight strength that makes the whole structure stable during height and pivot adjustments. Sixth, full ergonomic stand with height, tilt, swivel, and pivot means your neck finally stops paying the price for your screen's limitations. Real story. A photographer upgraded, edited for 6 hours straight testing the 96% DCI-P3 gamut coverage, and said, "I've been guessing at colors for 3 years on my old monitor. This is the first time I've actually seen what my camera captured. And yes, I tested this myself, rotated it to portrait for coding, and 2,160 vertical pixels displayed 140 lines of code without scrolling. Wait, that's allowed? Absolutely." Here's the cascade. Immediate result, plug it in and text sharpness hits you in the first 5 seconds, no calibration needed. Weekly win, after 7 days, your 3 p.m. eye fatigue vanishes because 4K at 163 pixels per inch means your eyes stop squinting and start trusting what they see. Long-term freedom? 3 months in, you've reclaimed 45 hours of focus annually and stopped compensating with larger fonts or second monitors. Independent testing confirmed 96 to 97% DCI-P3 color coverage. Numbers don't lie. 2 real users, one competitive gamer said 160 Hz feels noticeably smoother than my old 144 Hz. Tracking in Apex improved within days. Another creative professional noted the 140% sRGB gamut handles my photo editing better than monitors costing twice as much. Tech reviewers consistently highlight the fast IPS quality and carbon fiber design as standout differentiators. Which of these benefits hits you hardest? Comment 1 for color accuracy, 2 for motion smoothness, 3 for eye comfort. Worried IPS contrast won't match OLED? True, but you're getting zero burn-in risk, half the price, and 140% sRGB color range that most OLEDs can't touch. I noticed this after 3 weeks. Darkroom gaming showed typical IPS limitations, but every other scenario, daylight work, gaming, content consumption, the 1000-to-1 contrast was invisible behind the sharpness, color vibrancy, and smoothness. Join the ones who stopped researching and started seeing clearly. The KTC 27-inch 4K gaming monitor U27T6 delivers the deepest benefit most people miss: effortless visual clarity that doesn't make your eyes negotiate. It just works. Hour after hour, game after game, document after document. Act today, because your eyes have already waited long enough, and every day on that old screen is another day you're settling for less than you deserve. Link in the description. First one, pinned to the top. This is the conversation where I stop talking and you start experiencing what sharp actually feels like. Your move.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.